And then Milarepa said, now I have a second question. Whether he was staying in the rocky mountain, in a cave. He said, this rock, what do you say, is unobstructed or obstructed? And they're more confused, They're a little upset, but they don't know what to say, So then, so one said, as you did the space as obstructed, can you make this rock as unobstructed? Then Milarepa meditated in the space-like meditation. He made a space-like meditation, that all-pervading emptiness meditation. Then with that meditation, he picked a huge rock, threw on them, and just nothing happened. And he went through back and forth like that. And then he released from that meditation. Then he said, what do you say? And they said, we didn't feel any rock on our body, So how you can say it's unobstructed? So that's why it's unobstructed, he said. Because rock didn't, when rock went through you, on your ground, you feel nothing. That's why it's unobstructed. So this how shows illusoriness. What is this now? Depends how we practiced, how we meditate. See? When our mind is trained well, it's all this nature is changes. Where we perceive is real becomes unreal. See? Where we see things is very good becomes not good. Do depend? No, depends. Okay, that's why some great masters said, we say such has miracle power because made a footprint on the rock, like this. And they said, actually, we have such a great miracle power. We can make rock the concrete, That's very nice, isn't it? You see, Okay, now we have some questions.
Lama Khenpo.
Yeah.
I have I don't know how many. I think it's 2 or 3 questions.
Okay.
Regarding the teaching.
Okay.
When you were saying the comments about first of all, it's not clear enough for me to find out about what does it mean illusion. Why? Because you told us a story about this Lama who through the dreams was receiving teachings.
That's the life story.
No, but let me just try to explain as best as I can. So,
okay.
Through that dream, he received teachings, okay? But are the teachings illusion?
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons I'm not clear about what is illusion.
That's
illusions are, you relate illusions like with attachment and impermanence, because you describe like the illusions like the spring, the fall, the things that disappear. That is impermanence.
That's right.
Attachment.
That's right.
With illusions. So that's, and you say also illusions are not negative.
That's right.
So that's the reason I cannot really find what you were meaning by illusion.
Yes. Yeah, those are, yes, what I mean, no? Illusion, yeah. Illusion does not mean a negative. Illusion means there's no independent entity. So we say this real, okay? In the front of you, what you have. In the front of you, what you have.
My teachings, my mala.
Your mala, isn't it? For example, your mala. Yeah. Now say your mala is real one thing or is many combinations?
Everything is interdependent.
Yes, see. So it's not real, isn't it? Yeah. So, okay, now I understand. First you get that now. So your mala is not a one independent real one, but your mala is a very interdependent. Many beads, through the collection of many beads, make one mala, isn't it? Understand? Okay. So that's called illusion. Okay?
Illusion is really deep.
Yes, deep is very deep. Okay. So that's your mala is not negative, isn't it? You see? No, see, your mala is not negative, isn't it? See, but still your mala is illusion. So illusory mala. Okay. So that's why I said illusion does not mean always negative.
And also illusion can be related with truth.
What truth?
The truth.
Truth. Yes, that's the truth of your mala.
So illusion, truth.
Yeah. So the truth of your mala is an illusion, you know.
But illusion, yeah, because illusion is not trying to erase that not exist, or is not more than not exist, is not valid.
That's right.
It's not true.
That's not true.
Illusion is valid. Illusion
is valid, yes. Illusion is valid. It is a relative state. It's interdependent nature. It's a momentary nature.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh.
Thank you, Lama.
Sure. Yes.
So you have been talking about illusion as non-existent.
Yes.
And it's non-existent because there are several, a couple or several causes and components. So that means it's equal. That means it's interdependent.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
So illusion is non-existent because of interdependence.
That's right.
And it's a method also. The other is just to find out if I was picking the things, if I was understanding. But the other point is, did you say also, do you think, Lama Khenpo, that through analyzing is also a way or a tool to purify or clean our mind?
Yes, it's also a way. Maybe not it's the starting, but not the achievement. But as you get the kind of a proof, or as I mentioned, you get the proof. You know, when you have what is I forgot now that. The Khenpo. So that you have that, so it proves through your intellectual analysis. Now, to actualize that, you have to practice. Without practice, then you don't get it. Okay. Yeah. Even how much you are maybe expressive, you know.
But when we are saying that illusion is non-existent because it's interdependent. Everything is interdependent. We are not negating that we are learning from the illusion.
That's right. We are not negating, we are learning from illusion.
Learn.
Yeah, we are learning everything. We are learning illusion, everything as an illusion.
Yeah.
Yes.
But because your story, Lama Khenpo,
Yes.
King,
That's right.
you realize what is illusion.
That's right.
But also he learned a lot.
So much. First of all, he learned how not to attach the horses, Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Lama.
Sure. Yes.
At the Himalayan level, the emptiness that one is taught is the emptiness of self. At the Himalayan. Then beyond that, you have the emptiness
Of all phenomena.
phenomena.
That's right.
On a practical level, it is possible to experience the emptiness of self.
That's right.
The practice for meditation.
That's right.
Don't you think that it will be easier to relate to emptiness of external phenomena if you actually experience the emptiness of self?
Not necessary. This is called emptiness of self. No. The selflessness of person, selflessness of the person, and selflessness of phenomena. See, selflessness of self is the person is easier because it's more gross, and the selflessness of phenomena is more subtle. See, it's a little harder. It's called. Yeah. Yes, I think that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Person self. Say when you look at the self is a notion. You look in your body, where it exists inside the body, outside the body, mixed with the body, where and all that. When you search, look around, you don't find it. So self. Now there's no self. But then the phenomena, you see all these things, this thing. Then you have to investigate furthermore and practice more, Yeah.
Do you think there will be ultimate freedom if, for example, you clarify emptiness of external phenomena without getting to experience emptiness itself, or selfless? The attachment to self is
Very powerful.
very powerful.
Yes. The attachment is one of the most difficult to get rid of. It's easier to get rid of anger, hatred, but attachment is so inveterate, kind of like a rooted, so difficult to take out that root, Yeah.
Illusion is a way to take out the root.
That's correct. Yes.
Standing illusion.
Yes. Now, okay, we shall do a short meditation. Okay. Now, meditation, what we do is just look at our own body and meditate as an illusion. Okay. The body, what we have now, we are so attached to that. We protect that so much, and to please that, we sacrifice so much. We create a lot of negative karma to please the body, because we see our body as a real. Like a independent, a unique. But now through this kind of study, everything as illusion, our body is also like an illusion. It depends on many causes and conditions. First of all, just meditate on this way. The body depends on 4 elements. The solid form part is the earth element. The heat of the body is the fire element. And the blood and liquid part of the body is the water element. And breathing out in is the wind element. And also the consciousness. So the consciousness element. Without any one of them cannot exist, cannot function. So if we divide this all in a different direction, different place, there's no entity, nature of the body. So therefore, we see our body as an illusion, exists with many causes and conditions. Realize that nature of the body, then in our mind we release of the negative thought relate to the body, through which we create a lot of negative karma. As a result, we experience so much suffering. So instead, we meditate. As long as we have this body, use as a vehicle, use for Dharma practice, realize the teachings, to know, to realize the nature of all phenomena. And develop great compassion towards all sentient beings, those who are suffering due to lack of this kind of wisdom. So in this way, we just relax the mind in an unfabricated state. nature of the mind. That's the basic reason we are doing these practices. As we see in this world these days, a lot of things going on, technologies, scientific research, so many things. No matter how much there is invested, or and then manifest many things, but it doesn't solve our problems of the individual and as a whole. It's become very obvious. So therefore, this kind of our study, practice, Dharma becomes very crucial, very important. As usually I just tell people in the different places I go, even though we don't have a deadline, we don't have a pressure to practice Dharma. So there's nobody put you pressure. You have to practice in such time. So if you don't practice in such time, then you will be out. There's no deadline or pressures there. But in reality, this becomes very important. Even our survival. When we have Dharma practice, some understanding in the mind gives us such a great opportunity, gives us some kind of hope. But there's other alternative. There's some way to think. Everything's relative state, not in that very narrow way. There are many different ways we can kind of find the place. So Dharma gives us such a great opportunity when we really need it, in a very crucial, when time comes, there say, now I do not have any other alternative. That moment, the Dharma gives the opportunity. So it becomes very important, explains the reality, nature of all phenomena. So illusory, right? We are now practicing this illusory body teachings. This is a special method how to see that reality, nature of all phenomena as a relative state, as a conventional state. So that conventional state, relative state, we try to understand as illusion. Or illusion teaching is the relative state, as a conventional state. So that how, as yesterday we were going through many ways, how we project the phenomena, and depending on the different level of the mind, how we project differently. So that we are not making illusion, which is not. We try to realize how everything's coexist as an illusion, how everything is interdependent each other. The second movement is so much depends on the first movement. The first movement depends so much before that. So that the second movement is not independent. It does not exist by itself without depending on the first movement. That is what we are trying to understand as everything as a conventional, relative state, and how it manifests as an illusion. So as I mentioned, illusion does not refer to something like a negative, something like a flaky, isn't it? Or kind of, flaky is good, isn't it? kind of cannot hold on, so something kind of vague, it's not that way, it's something how all things are coexist. Because of that, we can progress. There's hope to change. If everything is real, permanent, unique that way, where we perceive, then first of all, we cannot change it. Because it's real. We cannot change it. We cannot get any progress from that. Whatever is fixed is fixed now. Cannot refix that. So, due to these reasons, everything is momentary, changeable. So that's why it's called illusion, as illusory state, illusory nature. That gives us such great hope, opportunity, possibilities. So, therefore, from that point of view, when we practice well, when we dispel the confusion, then we can achieve the fearlessness state, free from fear, confidence. Then, by knowing the cause and effect, not as out of arrogance, fearlessness, not out of arrogance, but out of wisdom. So that's the reason we are practicing as an illusory nature of all phenomena. So yesterday we were some discussing about from the 8 example, the magic show and the dreams, these two, isn't it? So we had a theory, everything is non-existent. So we proved well, isn't it? Did we? Or not so much? Or not so clearly? So likewise, all dharmas do not exist in the ultimate sense, where we perceive, where we project. Does not exist. Where we right now, where we perceive, and how it stands in that way, it is contradictory. That doesn't. It doesn't exist where we perceive all phenomena. That's why it's called does not exist in the ultimate sense. It's where here ultimate sense in its reality nature. Its own real. Its own mode of abiding. Its own mode of abiding does not exist where we perceive. In our delusion, we grasp at them as if they really existed. In our delusion state of the mind, we grasp this. We crave these things as if they really exist. And that's when we're unsuccessful on that, we were craving or grasping, then we experience suffering. So because all our suffering comes from these things. First we perceive as real. So we want that. So I want that. I want to achieve this. Mind becomes so rigid. There's no flexibility. So with that mind, when we go through without this flexibility, without openness, without wisdom, go through that and make so much effort and sacrifice a lot of there in that. Sometimes we sacrifice more than what we achieve. So then instead, it brings the suffering. It is wise to sacrifice small things for greater achievement. For example, it is wise to sacrifice samsaric happiness to achieve enlightenment. But it's not wise to sacrifice kind of the enlightenment for the samsaric achievement. No. So when we have wisdom, seeing this as an illusion, then that really opens the mind to see clearly. It's not just my way of believing. It's not somebody's belief, but it's how whole phenomena exist in that way. How whole phenomena coexist in the cause and effect. So illusory body teachings gives us so much to understand the meaning of the cause and effect. That's very important, as well as it's also not so easy to understand. It's easier to understand like emptiness. Say all dissolve into emptiness. It's easy to just meditate there. But it's difficult if you go through the cause and effects details, and then it's very tough. Milarepa said the same thing. Emptiness, through your investigation, you can establish emptiness easily. But to see the role of the cause and effect in detail is very difficult. We think karma and result is kind of rough. We get some kind of rough meaning, but not the very details. Every moment, what we do, what we think, create the cause to bring the result. All this cause and effect, all this we are experiencing, that are dependent on a cause, and we have no idea, no wisdom. Because we have no idea and wisdom to see that clearly, then we just have to believe. I think. See, when we see very clearly, we don't have to believe it. We just see it. So belief comes from out of not knowing that. Somebody explains that. Somebody explains to you. Then we just believe, okay, So there's a right way, wrong way. Sometimes we fall into problems. We believe this. I believe that this is so wonderful. That this now at the end not so good. When we have wisdom, understanding clearly, then we don't have to believe. We just follow it that way. And there doesn't arise any problems, mistakes. See. So therefore, we have to follow what Buddha said, the enlightened one, fully have perceived all phenomena, how they exist, how they abide in their real nature. So because Buddha saw all the teachings, all the phenomena, nature of samsara, nature of nirvana, so that's why we just believe what Buddha said. That's why we have to prove how Buddha was. And then following the lineage great masters, such great masters, lineage masters. That's how it becomes important, since we don't perceive all those natural phenomena directly. So we have to follow to somebody who has those kind of great wisdom, or who explained so clearly. They actualize those. So we feel confidence. So therefore, when we started practice that way, it gives us opportunity to progress, to see more clearly. Neither we personally can see it clearly, nor we have the clear good guidance. Then we fall into problems, confusion, brings more confusion. So cause and effects are very, very important, and that's why we live every moment in that nature. So the illusory body teachings gives us great opportunity to see the cause and effect. Because of cause and effect, that is illusory nature. Every first moment creates the second kind of result, the second step. So that's a illusion. As yesterday we have some discussions on that. Now today we'll go through the echoes and the reflections. There's two echoes. Through a combination of causes and conditions, echoes and reflection occurs. See, even echoes and reflections, we say it's an illusion, but still that depends on cause and conditions. See, when one makes a sound, the cause, in the large rocky cave. So the sound what we make is the cause. Now you go to near a big rocky mountain, make a sound, a loud sound. That's the cause. And the sound is the cause. A rocky mountain or cave is the condition. An echo will return. Without the one, other cannot work or cannot make effect to us. Just the sound, without the cave, a huge cave, just only sound cannot make the echo. See? And also, without the sound, just by the big cave will not make also echo. So both are necessary. See? So the cause and effects, an echo will return. But we say echo is just echo. We usually don't pay attention so much. No matter what the echo says, we don't have any reaction, special reaction, feeling of good or feeling of bad, or getting upset, like those things. Because whatever you make sound, that will return. So all sounds are like that in this world. It's just echo. This, first of all, it's come out of cause and condition. The sound what we hear is not an independent sound. Nature of emptiness. But the sound, in our mind, we have these two different things. When we hear echo, we make not so much important. We don't pay attention. A sound made by somebody, people, then we make so much importance on that. Then we investigate what's the mode of that. What's the motivation? How the sound is made, so forth. In reality, both sounds as an echo. It depends on causes and condition. It's the same. A sound which is made in the echo, say you are so wonderful person, you are so good person. No matter how the echo says to you, you won't pay attention either. And the sound says you are so as a bad person, a crazy person, sleep, so what is echo, you won't pay attention, But then when it says, when somebody tells you so how you're a wonderful person is, you're so attached to that. Oh, I'm a very good person, And if somebody says you're so bad and nasty, like that, and you get so upset. So that's how we make the difference. In reality, say, that person says how wonderful you are, how great you are. So how much that person will praise you. Say, for example, you are a Buddha, or you are an enlightened person. Even you said the person tells you that in yourself, if you have not achieved Buddhahood, no matter how that person says you are Buddha, you won't become Buddha. See? But it feeds your ego. Say, oh, I must be a good person, so you feel so good about that. You feel proud of that. Then the arrogance or the ego become stronger, more powerful, kind of like that. And the person says how bad you are, you're so nasty, you are like a person from the hell realm, like that. And then you get so upset, But in reality, no matter who you are, no matter how bad things said about you, you won't go worse. You are where you are. So that gives us opportunities to first to see the reality of nature. Whether that person says good things about you or bad things about you. And how to take individual responsibility, how to progress. When that person says bad things about you, you won't go worse. When that person says good things about you, you won't get better. So see that nature, and then doesn't affect. Not get effect on this. So that's called not depend on the conditions, Carl. So that's what now here we try to teach us how to practice that way. Not depend on conditions. Mind based on wisdom, compassion. Always make as a use of your opportunity, the ability, the qualities for others, for oneself, without depend on conditions. Yeah, this is the the 8 holy concerns. Praise. What is disgrace? Praise, and we are so attached to the praise. And then somebody said bad things. We are so concerned about that also. What's that? Praise, blame. Praise, blame. Gain, lose. Says again, lose.
Good tidings, bad tidings.
Tide.
Lose.
Pleasant, unpleasant. Praise, as previous said. Praise, blame, gain, lose, pleasant, unpleasant. Still we need 2.
Blame.
Blame.
Fame.
Fame.
Fame and notoriety.
Huh?
Fame and notoriety.
Fame. Chite chimba nyeda minyeda, nyeda minyin, deda mede. Chite chimba nyeda minyeda, nyeda minyin, deda mededa. Dome chichen, chite chuche wa dage. Yumeba ngonyumzus, ya fame, praises so fame and what's adroit?
Notoriety.
Notoriety. Okay, fame and notoriety. Bad reputation. Okay. So this, in the samsara, we are in that state now. Just look at this whole world system. Everybody, no matter what kind of religion we believe, culture we have, language we speak, everybody are or is what you say in that field. See? So we just play in this kind of role, and then we create the suffering for oneself and suffering for others. See? So this now we try to understand about that. It's not that we don't make effort to progress, okay? But not affected by these things. And instead we work, make effort, build strength in the mind. So to have that, we need such a strength in the mind. Without having such great strength, it is not